welcome back to our channel. Dig through your change, your next rare find might be worth thousands. The year 2000 was more than a simple turning of the calendar, it was a bridge into a new era filled with excitement, hope, and a profound sense of possibility. Across America, the buzz of the new millennium pulsed through every city, every small town, every family gathering. It was a time to celebrate not only what the future promised but also what the past had so generously given. In the midst of this sweeping energy, the United States Mint embarked on a bold new venture, the 50-State Quarters Program, a program that would immortalize each state's unique story on the canvas of American currency. It wasn't just about coins, it was about capturing the soul of a nation, one quarter at a time. And standing proudly among the very first of these treasured designs was the 2000 Massachusetts quarter dollar, a coin destined to become a symbol of courage, independence, and timeless value. From the very first glance, the Massachusetts quarter set itself apart. In the heart of the design stands the figure of the Minuteman, resolute and steadfast, holding his musket with readiness and determination. This figure is more than just a symbol, it is an embodiment of the American spirit at its birth. The Minutemen were ordinary citizens, farmers, blacksmiths, teachers, who dropped their plows and picked up their muskets when liberty called. They fought not for glory, not for conquest, but for the simple, profound right to determine their own destiny. Around the Minuteman's figure lies the outline of Massachusetts itself, a humble yet powerful reminder that from this soil, revolution sprouted and bloomed into a new world order based on freedom and democracy. The story behind the Minuteman is as stirring as the coin itself. In the early days of the American Revolution, when battles were waged in towns like Lexington and Concord, it was the Minutemen who stood in defiance of tyranny, who fired the shots heard round the world. Their spirit is captured perfectly in this quarter, a snapshot of bravery frozen forever in gleaming metal. Each detail, from the folds of the Minuteman's attire to the glint of his musket, tells a story of valor, sacrifice, and unwavering resolve. Minted across 3 different facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the Massachusetts 2000 quarter was produced in staggering numbers to meet the eager demand of collectors and everyday Americans alike. Children collected them with wide-eyed wonder. Adults cherished them as keepsakes. Grandparents passed them along to grandchildren, their fingers lingering on the coin's surface, knowing they were passing down more than currency, they were passing down heritage. Yet among the millions minted, a scarce few emerged with a level of perfection that defied the odds. These coins, untouched by time, free of blemishes, standing as pristine as the day they were struck, are now among the most coveted treasures in American numismatics. Today, these exceptional Massachusetts 2000 quarters command awe-inspiring prices at auctions and among serious collectors. If you happen to possess one of these coins in a high mint state or proof condition, its value can soar dramatically. Depending on its quality, sharpness, and preservation, a single Massachusetts quarter can fetch anywhere between $50,000 to $110,000. This breathtaking value reflects not only the rarity of such specimens but also the deep emotional connection collectors feel toward this remarkable piece of American history. Imagine the journey from a coin meant for pocket change to a treasure admired and protected like a precious gem. What makes a Massachusetts quarter worthy of such a price tag is an alchemy of beauty, rarity, and preservation. Under the scrutiny of a magnifying glass, the best examples reveal crisp lines, bold strikes, radiant luster, and an absence of even the smallest flaw. The Minuteman's determined gaze, the contours of his musket, the subtle texture of the map of Massachusetts, all must appear as if frozen in a perfect moment, unmarred by the passage of time or the clatter of circulation. Beyond its tangible attributes, the Massachusetts quarter holds intangible magic. It speaks to the dream of liberty that first ignited in the hearts of simple townsfolk and fanned into a revolution that shook the world. It reminds each of us that courage is not confined to grand stages or celebrated heroes but lives in the quiet strength of ordinary people determined to make a stand. In that way, the coin is not just a relic of history, it is a living message, a whisper from the past reminding us of the price and preciousness of freedom. Over the years, tales have emerged of lucky individuals who stumbled upon a Massachusetts quarter tucked away in an old coin jar, hiding unnoticed for decades, only to discover its astonishing worth. These stories inspire treasure hunters and collectors alike, sparking new enthusiasm for the simple act of examining pocket change. The idea that something so small, so seemingly ordinary, could hold such extraordinary value is a testament to the hidden wonders that surround us every day, waiting only for an observant eye or a curious heart to uncover them. the Massachusetts quarter's enduring appeal also lies in its artistry. Designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., a renowned sculptor-engraver of the United States Mint, the coin captures more than just a figure and a state outline, it captures a spirit. Rogers approached the design with reverence, understanding the importance of translating centuries of history and emotion into a canvas no larger than a thumbnail. His craftsmanship ensured that the Massachusetts quarter would not only honor the past but also captivate the future. As the years stretch on, and as more and more of these quarters succumb to the inevitable wear and tear of circulation, the few pristine examples left become even more valuable, their brilliance standing out all the more sharply against the backdrop of faded, worn companions. Serious collectors know that now is the time to seek these treasures, to find and preserve these gleaming beacons of American history before they disappear into the mists of time forever. The Massachusetts 2000 quarter is not merely a coin. It is a tribute, a memory, a symbol, and a celebration. It is a reminder that greatness often grows from humble beginnings, that liberty once hung on the slender thread of a Minuteman's resolve, and that even the smallest artifact can carry the weight of an entire nation's dreams. To hold such a coin is to hold a piece of the American soul itself, a fragment of courage, of sacrifice, and of hope that continues to shine brightly, no matter how many years have passed. Every glint of light off its polished surface, every careful line etched into its face, every tiny detail preserved across decades, speaks to a legacy far greater than any one person, place, or time. The Massachusetts 2000 quarter invites us not just to look back but to carry forward the ideals that have shaped the United States into a beacon of freedom for the world. As collectors chase the perfect specimens, as auctions thrill with fierce bidding wars, and as dreamers continue to check their change with a flutter of hope in their chests, the Massachusetts quarter endures. An everlasting reminder that the spirit of 1775, the spirit of standing tall in the face of challenge, the spirit of fighting for a better tomorrow, still lives on, one quarter at a time. In 2019, when the United States Mint continued its America the Beautiful Quarters program, it did more than release coins, it released stories, legacies, and moments of profound historical significance into the hands of the American people. One such coin that stirred deep emotion, reflection, and awe was the War in the Pacific Quarter, a piece that carries the weight of sacrifice, bravery, and resilience on its modest surface. To hold the War in the Pacific Quarter is to hold a fragment of the world's history, a memory of a battle fought thousands of miles from home, a tribute to lives lost and freedoms preserved, a reminder of the price paid for peace. The War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, honored through this striking coin, stands today as a living testament to the fierce battles and profound sacrifices made during World War II. In 1944, American forces launched Operation Forager, a massive campaign to liberate Guam and the Mariana Islands from Japanese occupation. It was an operation marked by heroism, relentless struggle, and unimaginable courage, where soldiers stormed beaches under enemy fire, waded through treacherous waters, and fought inch by inch to reclaim freedom on distant shores. This historic victory became a vital turning point, allowing Allied forces to launch operations ever closer to Japan and ultimately bring an end to the war. Every element of the War in the Pacific Quarter's design is infused with this raw, powerful history. The scene depicted shows American forces in the thick of the battle, one soldier moving through the surf toward the beach, rifle ready, while others push forward with determination and urgency. The depiction isn't sanitized or romanticized, it is visceral, immediate, real. You can almost hear the crashing waves, the shouts over gunfire, the breathless moments when the course of history hung in a fragile balance. Each line and curve of the design pulls the viewer back into that fateful time, making the past breathe again through the gleam of the coin. Struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, the War in the Pacific Quarters entered circulation by the millions. They found their way into pockets, change jars, collections, and the hands of schoolchildren learning about the war for the first time. Yet, among the vast sea of ordinary specimens, a few rare, extraordinary pieces emerged, coins of such stunning perfection, such brilliant luster, and flawless detail that they instantly became treasures. These rare high-grade examples, preserved against all odds from the dings, scratches, and wear of daily life, now command breathtaking value in the collector's world. Today, if you happen to uncover a War in the Pacific 2019 quarter in pristine mint state condition or better, especially with rare errors or deep cameo finishes, its value could skyrocket to astonishing heights. Depending on its strike quality, luster, rarity, and preservation, this quarter can be valued between $35,000 to $70,000. A small disk of metal, yes, but one that carries an entire saga of struggle, sacrifice, and victory, a treasure hidden in plain sight, waiting to be recognized and revered. What makes the finest war in the Pacific Quarters so valuable isn't just technical perfection, though that matters greatly. It's the story they tell. It's the bridge they form between past and present, between the hands of a young soldier clutching his rifle on the beaches of Guam and the hands of a modern collector marveling at a glinting symbol of that struggle. It's the emotional weight that lingers long after the coin is tucked away safely in a velvet-lined box, the quiet, profound understanding of what it represents. Finding one of these immaculate coins is like uncovering a living piece of history. Stories have already surfaced of lucky individuals stumbling upon high-grade war in the Pacific Quarters in ordinary rolls from the bank, or tucked away in change from a convenience store. Each story rekindles the dream that among our everyday interactions, buying a cup of coffee, picking up groceries, there may lie a hidden portal to the heroism and sacrifice of another time. The artistry of the war in the Pacific Quarter reflects a deep respect for the people and events it commemorates. Every wave crashing on the beach, every detail of the soldier's gear, every determined step forward is captured with care, honoring not just the victory, but the human cost behind it. Designed by Joel Iskowitz and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, this quarter isn't just a coin, it is a monument small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, yet vast enough to carry a nation's gratitude. As years pass and more coins wear down from use, the surviving pristine examples become even rarer, even more valuable. Collectors now scramble to find the few that remain untarnished, knowing that with each passing year, the opportunity diminishes. These coins aren't merely investments, they are heirlooms, pieces of a narrative that deserves to be passed down from generation to generation. Beyond the coin's monetary worth, the war in the Pacific Quarter invites each of us to pause and reflect. To remember that freedom isn't free. To acknowledge the sacrifices made by brave men and women far from home, on beaches drenched with salt and blood, so that we might live in peace and freedom today. It's a powerful reminder wrapped in the modest disguise of everyday change, a reminder that the greatest treasures often come in the humblest forms. The war in the Pacific 2019 quarter is more than a collector's item. It's a testament to human resilience, to the spirit of those who fought not just for themselves but for generations unborn. It's a story preserved in metal, a voice calling from the past, urging us never to forget, always to honor, and forever to cherish the liberties we enjoy. As long as these coins survive, so too will the memory of the sacrifices that secured the world we know today. Every glint off its surface, every detail etched with care, carries the weight of history, the gravity of courage, and the radiance of hope. And for those fortunate enough to discover or own a perfect war in the Pacific Quarter, it will always be more than just silver and copper. It will be a sacred link to the valor and dreams of a generation that shaped the course of history. In 2005, the United States Mint continued its extraordinary journey through American history and natural splendor with the release of the Oregon State Quarter, a coin that would capture not only the beauty of the Pacific Northwest but also the spirit of adventure and discovery that has always fueled the American story. Struck as part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program, the Oregon Quarter is far more than a piece of currency. It is a breathtaking tribute to the wild majesty of Crater Lake and to the enduring power of nature to inspire, challenge, and transform. The reverse of the Oregon Quarter showcases Crater Lake National Park, one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders in the United States. With its deep sapphire waters, rugged caldera rim, and hauntingly beautiful Wizard Island rising from the lake center, Crater Lake seems almost otherworldly, a place where time slows, the soul stirs, and the imagination soars. The design captures the tranquility and mystery of this geological marvel, inviting all who gaze upon it to journey inward, to connect with the primal forces that shaped the land millions of years ago through cataclysmic volcanic eruptions. Crater Lake itself is more than a lake, it is a symbol of endurance, rebirth, and the sublime power of nature. Created over 7,700 years ago after the violent collapse of Mount Mazama, the lake today is a pristine sanctuary of crystal-clear water and rugged beauty. It embodies the resilience of the natural world, the awe-inspiring capacity for renewal after devastation. By honoring this natural treasure, the Oregon Quarter reminds us that even from chaos and destruction can emerge something breathtakingly beautiful, something worth preserving for generations to come. Every curve of the quarter's design, from the serene outline of the lake to the rugged peaks of the surrounding caldera, was crafted with care and reverence. The artist, Donna Weaver, captured not only the physical features of the landscape but also its spirit, the profound stillness, the quiet majesty, the whisper of ancient forces that still echo across the waters today. To hold the Oregon Quarter is to be transported, if only for a moment, to the shores of Crater Lake, where the air is pure, the silence profound, and the connection to the earth undeniable. Millions of Oregon Quarters were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco facilities, each carrying the same stunning design but varying greatly in quality and rarity. While most circulated normally, jostled through pockets and cash registers, a precious few were set aside in pristine condition. These rare survivors, those with flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, and impeccable luster, have become highly sought after by collectors and historians alike, their value rising with each passing year. Today, in the competitive and passionate world of coin collecting, a flawless, high-grade Oregon 2005 quarter, especially those exhibiting special features like deep cameo contrast or rare minting errors, can fetch between $45,000 to $85,000. Such a valuation elevates this beautiful piece from simple currency to an artifact of immense historical and financial significance. It is an extraordinary reward for those who recognize not just the value of metal, but the value of story, beauty, and memory captured in miniature. Owning a high-quality Oregon quarter is like holding a fragment of the American wilderness in your hand. It is a tangible link to the vast forests, the snow-capped mountains, and the deep, silent waters that have shaped the identity of Oregon and the dreams of countless adventurers, poets, and dreamers. It speaks to a yearning that lies deep within the American heart, the yearning to explore, to discover, to stand on the edge of the world and marvel at its boundless majesty. The Oregon Quarter also stands as a reminder of the transformative power of nature and the importance of preservation. Crater Lake's existence today is due in no small part to the efforts of visionaries who fought to protect it, ensuring that its pristine waters and unspoiled landscapes would endure for future generations. The coin, in its small, glinting way, carries forward that legacy of stewardship and respect for the natural world, whispering to all who encounter it, protect what is beautiful. Honor what is wild. Cherish what is irreplaceable. As time passes, and as more circulated examples of the Oregon Quarter succumb to the wear and tear of everyday life, the few remaining pristine specimens become ever rarer, ever more precious. Collectors know that each high-grade example is a time capsule, a window back to the moment in 2005 when the coin was struck, fresh and gleaming, capturing forever the majesty of Crater Lake and the spirit of the Oregon wilderness. The stories of discovery are already legendary. A coin roll searched late at night, a forgotten box of change unearthed in a relative's attic, a simple trip to the bank yielding an unexpected treasure. Time and again, these moments remind us that extraordinary value often hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for a keen eye, a patient heart, and a deep appreciation for history to reveal it. The Oregon 2005 quarter is a celebration of nature's grandeur, a tribute to human wonder, and a testament to the enduring beauty that has shaped and inspired the American experience. Its value, both monetary and emotional, grows stronger with each passing year, as collectors and dreamers alike recognize it for what it truly is, not just a coin, but a piece of America's soul. Every glint from its surface, every intricate detail etched in its design, invites you to look closer, to see not just a scene but a story, not just a landscape but a legacy. It invites you to remember that history lives not only in books and monuments but also in the small, everyday objects we often take for granted. And sometimes, if we are lucky, those everyday objects reveal themselves to be treasures beyond measure. For those fortunate enough to hold a pristine Oregon quarter, the connection to America's natural beauty, its pioneering spirit, and its enduring dreams becomes deeply personal, almost sacred. It is a bond across time and space, a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry within it a universe of meaning, a story waiting to be discovered and shared.